Hello, Bingies. Welcome to BingeWorthy, part of the Geekish Network. We binge a show to let you know if you should. I'm your host, Rakai, new from the Ville. Hello, Governor. And with me today, I have my wonderful co-host. I'm going to start off with Mr. Johnny Randolph. Say hello to the people, Randy.
What it do, Benjies?
All right. And next, we have the wonderful Miss Catherine. Say hello to the people.
Hello from Memphis.
All right. Barbecue.
Barbecue.
All right. We have my ace, the man with the intel, Sintel. Say hello to the people.
It was crackling.
And of course, last but absolutely not least, the OG, triple OG, founder of the Geekish Network himself, Mr. Charles Babb. Say hello to the people.
What's up, people? What it do?
All right. Now, if you're an audience member, feel free to communicate with us. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, Starlink, in Elon's office. We everywhere.
Gosh.
We everywhere. Yeah, I know, I'm wilding. Today, we'll let you know if you should watch Apple TV Plus's Murderbot. Now, a media-obsessed private security construct who is manufactured from cloned human tissue and mechanical parts, calling itself Murderbot, must hide its newly acquired autonomy while completing dangerous missions and being simultaneously drawn to humans and appalled at their weaknesses. Now, Rodney, who is our technical producer, one of the best in the land, he's going to post our cast member ratings for Apple Plus Murderbot. And while Rodney posts the ratings, I just want to let you know that we rate the show once in the beginning to give our initial ratings. Then we have our discussion, and then we rate it again at the end just to see if anyone's had a change of heart. So, Mr. Rodney, can you show what those ratings are, please, sir? Okay, we had 3 full meals, a mini meal, and a binge-worthy. So that equals out to a 4, a full meal. So I'm going to start with Catherine. You want to discuss your rating, please?
Yeah. I didn't think it was like bad, but it's definitely it's a casual show to me. It's a very casual show. And for me, like pacing wise, it's just a bit slower. in the beginning at least. I like the characters. It's just like it's kind of weird for me to rate this because this is not like a show I would have like probably normally sought out. But I saw Alexander Skarsgård and I'm like, I'm gonna watch this. I'm curious, but I think it's just the pacing. It's just a bit more casual. It's kind of has like an interesting like humor and everything, but it's not something I can watch over and over again. And it's not something like I don't need to watch it again, but I will probably watch it again.
Okay. All right. We're just gonna go around the horn. Mr. Randy.
I was really pleasantly surprised at how much I liked this show. I thought this show was really good, and I thought it was a great take on humanity and the way humans operate. What I was really surprised about too is the great humor in it. I thought Scarsdale did a just fantastic job. He was funny, he was offbeat, he really drew you in. Like he really did well in the show. And we've had lots of shows that dealt with AI before, and probably nothing's more pertinent than right now. As hell, we're on the verge of some AI really coming to fruition and eliminating us. And I thought this show touched on it with sensitivity and really well. I enjoyed it. I was on the fence of actually giving this a full bench out. That's why I'm interested in this conversation to see will I be persuaded to go up or stay towards the end. But I really
Okay.
like this.
Okay. All right. Chuck.
Yes. I thought the show was goofy and fun. I like the very human elements about it and how silly the people were. It lets you know that good natured people make really bad decisions. And it lets you know that some of the bad decision making that they're making, they're not that they're malicious. They just don't know any better. They're naive. There's some naivete to them, even though they are the experts in what they're doing. I really did enjoy the show. I really loved the internal monologue of the Murderbot.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one of the best characters I've seen in a long time because it made me think about how I look at a lot of things. Like, dang, I feel that. I feel that, you
Okay.
know? And I
Okay.
just felt like I could relate to the Murderbot.
Okay. I don't know what
I
kind of
don't know if
statement
that's
that is. I don't know what kind of statement that
I don't
is.
know.
I felt like I could relate to the murder
I
bot.
don't know if you should be really
So,
saying that.
Yeah.
If
I
I,
agree
go on a
with Chuck.
homicidal spree, no one say anything because I relate.
I actually agree with Chuck that I can relate to Murderbot, but yeah.
That
But
is funny. Y'all are wild
it,
tonight.
it has
Yeah,
more to
no.
do with like stupidity, though. That's kind of how I see Murderbot.
However you
Yeah.
want to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all want to
The
go against that
Murderbot
knock at the
wasn't
door? It's the
about
Right.
police. It's the,
However y'all want to dress it up is y'all
Yeah.
business.
the police at the door right now.
He couldn't
It's
think
all
of a
right.
better name. He couldn't think of a better name for himself. So
I hear
he
you.
was like Murderbot.
All right, Centel.
I rated it actually kind of low for me. I just want a reason to just go higher to binge worthy. That's how much I really enjoyed it. It wasn't perfect. It had a bit of a pacing was a little bit of a thing in the beginning, kind of like what Catherine was saying. But talk about a surprise ending, like solid storytelling all the way through. I had an opportunity to watch this with somebody who's on the spectrum, and there's a lot of things that Murderbot does that people on the spectrum can relate to. Obviously, not everybody on the spectrum, because it's a spectrum for a reason. But there are some things, and once that was brought to my attention, it made me even appreciate it even more to try to figure out, just because somebody thinks differently doesn't think that you can't judge them being right or wrong. They just see the world in a different space, and then using this fictional Netflix other series that he's watching to help guide him to points of humanity, I thought was really, really good. It's a interesting coming of age story for something that's trying to find sentience in some type of way, and looking at the buffoonery of humanity as a whole was great. I chomping at the bit to move up to a binge worthy. I just want to hear what y'all have to say though.
All right. Well, thank you. I had no problem giving it a binge worthy. By no means is this a perfect series. However, would I recommend this series to other people? Absolutely. Did I absolutely enjoy watching it? Absolutely. I enjoyed the characters, the development, the quiet themes about redemption, about media, about narratives, and even people on the spectrum. That inner monologue that Alexander Skarsgård had as Murderbot, I thought was fantastic. And yes, I can relate to his frustration with humans, not the Murderbot part that y'all talking about.
No,
But I
I'm
like
talking
how
about the
the
human stuff.
Human stuff. Don't try to
Sure.
give
Go ahead, clean it up.
Y'all didn't
Trying to
define it
change what
before.
we
It's like,
mean.
Yeah. Go ahead and clean it up. I get it.
I really like how, because someone else of his ilk, because the Murderbot is not a race, but people thought that other ones of his ilk had went rogue, that they were a monolith, and that meant that all of them had that capacity, and that's what people who are different go through in society. So, and even the way it ended, a kind of a, not really a twist ending, but it definitely, every time I thought I had the show figured out, it went left, and I was like, damn, okay, I didn't see that coming. I thoroughly enjoyed this and would thoroughly probably watch it again. Kept me laughing, kept me on my toes, and I actually did not expect it to go away it went. So it was a binge worthy for me. Now I know that everyone said that the pacing, especially in the beginning, was a bit of an issue. It just, the pacing was off. But what did we think about the plot of this season in particular, and then how they did character development? Anybody want to jump in here?
I guess I'll jump in. I thought for me, the pacing was okay. I like the character development. It didn't do a lot of backstory on a lot of the characters. You just got these people in these situations, the situations they were in, their relationships. This was a relationship show,
Mm-hmm.
and it showed it. And it was just a bunch of different types of people trying to survive together with this looming AI over top of it, and them not knowing what the AI was. Like we were in on the deal, and nobody else was, and how nonchalant people talk around things they don't think are listening to them.
Oh, that's a very good point.
That's
And
interesting.
he was listening.
That's a very
and,
good point.
And he was
Yeah.
listening to them. It's kind of reminds me of how plantation houses used to be ran. They would
Mm-hmm.
talk. They would talk with the house slaves walking around like they weren't even there. Like they didn't understand them. They understood everything that was going on.
Yeah.
You know, and
Interesting.
how that worked for them. And it's interesting how much knowledgeable he was about what was really going on than they were.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay.
they used their naive, limited perspective as the guide, as the ones we know better. Their willful ignorance that we know better, and they were the experts in the room. It's like
Okay.
a great metaphor for like how life is.
There were quite a few themes and motifs in it.
Mhm.
Randy, were you gonna say something?
All I was gonna say was Alexander Skarsgård. Has he ever played a role where he was funny?
I can't think of.
I
one
can't
off the
think
top
of
my head.
anything. And I thought with this,
I
he
can, but he didn't have any real lines. Y'all may not remember this, but one of his first roles was he was one of the models that killed themselves at the gas station in the first Zoolander movie.
Zoolander.
Really? I didn't know
I didn't know
that.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
that's crazy.
that's crazy.
He was also in What We Do in the Shadows.
okay.
Oh,
Well,
I didn't watch that, but I didn't know he was in that.
The only
Yeah,
thing
he
that I
had-
was going to say was I thought he was a great choice for this because he's not traditionally a funny person,
Right.
but the humor, the way it landed, it was another character I thought in the
Yeah.
whole thing, and it really drew me in. I like the fact that they went with a guy with a traditional dramatic background to take the perspective of a robot trying to figure out humanity, and he could add that humor into it. I thought it was a really good choice. So I thought humor was a good character in this, and it was one of the things that kept me engaged.
That
And he was
I absolutely agree with. Go ahead.
And he's
Justin.
humorous in a way where he's serious, so he's still using
Right.
elements of his like traditional like acting trajectory, but in a
Mhm.
humorous kind of in some cases oblivious to human like emotions way outside of like I love that he watches his favorite TV show. That's like kind of my favorite part. I'm like I just want him to enjoy his show and have him talk to someone about that show. So
Well, that to me was probably one of my favorite parts of the character development, and that it was the show was it Sanctuary Moon? I think was the name of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
the rise and fall of
The
Sanctuary.
Rise and Fall of Sanctuary Moon, which was I don't know if you call it a cross between Star Trek and what was that joint that the
Cowboy
guy that-
Bebop?
Cowboy Bebop,
Well,
maybe the guy
Well,
that
that's because John Cho
what
was
his
in it, but
name
I was
that
gonna say
did,
it was a cross between Star Trek
it was
and
kind of like the thing. What's
Galaxy
the guy
Quest.
that the guy? No, not Galaxy
Yeah.
Quest. The Family Guy. What's his name? He made a show.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Todd
Orville?
Farley?
Orville?
The
Orville.
Orville.
yeah.
The Orville. There we go. Yeah. Oh well, actually, in hindsight, yeah, Galaxy Quest 2 as well. I like the way that it poked fun at itself, but yet somebody was really taking this seriously as to I hang around these despicable human beings and everything they show me in the real world, they're absolutely trash. So I have to go to this terrible representation of what humanity is going to be in order to squeeze some form of humanity to put back into the world. And the characters that were in there by itself to me is a whole show. I mean, if I had like a wish list, I like that so much. I'm hoping that they release just one episode of what Sanctuary Moon would look like in between seasons. Just a one full 60-minute show of Sanctuary Moon. I would be over the moon to see how that really works in real time.
And then I want the actor to be at a screening with a group of fans, and they can enjoy that show. I don't know. I like that he enjoys that show a lot.
I
It's
just wanted to be Clark Gregg with them huge mutton chops, and
The mutton chops was
yeah.
crazy.
I was like, that is not Coulson from Agents of Shield.
And John Cho, like you can't go wrong with John Cho.
Yeah,
Is that
and
the- was
then
that-
of course, if there's going to be a murder bot that's for real is killing people, listen, let it be DeWanda Wise. Yes, yeah, she
Yeah.
showed up on that show. It's,
the other android.
yeah, the android on Sanctuary Moon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It had a clutch moment too. So I don't want to be spoiler, but wow.
What I did love about this, and it's kind of along the lines of what you all just said, specifically Centel, was that the humans that Murderbot dealt with on a daily basis were so trash that he had to go and learn about situations, because that's the thing about TV. They, you know what I'm saying, they give you these themes and they give you these setups, these premises, these undertones and things like that. He learned a lot from watching Sanctuary Moon, and he based a lot of the situations he got into later in the show in real life on things that he learned from Sanctuary Moon, not things he would learn from real life. And I thought that was highly interesting, because whether we know it or not, TV is supposed to be entertaining, but some people actually find the education is more edutainment than anything. It reminds me of, like, you know, old days when you watch the Cosby Show, and you know, the show is 30 minutes, but you got a message in the show. You know, you knew not to do this or don't think about this or whatever in 30 minutes. And Murderbot was kind of, I don't know if it's naive or just innocent in that form, even though that he was Murderbot, and before they erased his memory, he lived up to his name. So, you know, it was quite interesting in that regard. Okay, well, let's just go right for it. So are there any real standout performances that really truly elevated this show?
I'll jump super quick. I can't say the guy's name. David Dasmashalian or something like that.
That's the Malchin. Yeah, something like that.
The play Garathan. He
Garathan.
plays like that actor has played like a lot of quirky roles before.
Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, Polka Dot Man is the big one.
And then he was one of the Ant-Man's the three
one of the homies.
dudes.
Yeah. But we got a chance to really I've only seen him in like bit stuff. Like you never really got a chance to see that actor like really like flesh that quirk out or whatever it is. And we got what was it, like 10 episodes in the season?
Yeah.
We got 10 episodes for him to change from somebody that I did not like. I'm not going to ruin it for anybody, but the change was I was all on board. You know, I was on my board by the time we got towards the final episode, and then to see him with that quirk, and then you get to see there's other layers that go along with the why behind it and all of that. I thought, to me, that was my stand-up performance.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say something real quick. It ain't necessarily a performance, but because it's been Apple, the look of the show is amazing. This is
It did
it
look
is
good.
beautiful. I'm like,
it did
Apple
look
is
good.
out here just killing it in the look of their shows, and it looks like this world, and it's like they spared no expense. So it really helped me to see this universe. So for me, the standout performance was just the overall look of the show.
Okay. All right. That's a valid point. I would say, I mean, it's easy to say Alexander Skarsgård, but of anybody else, I really enjoyed Noma Dumezweni, who played Ada Mensa, the head of the folks, because really what I loved about her character is that she was, I don't want to say she wasn't naive, she wasn't innocent, but she saw the good in everyone, including the Murderbot. And I thought that was really special. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, you know, you got to have an old black grandmother in here. Yeah, come on, baby.
She's
You
the elder.
hungry? Huh?
Yeah.
You hungry? Here, come on. Here, you want one of them cookies? You know?
Yep.
And that's how she treated the Murderbot. Like she always, no, you know, that's our sentry or whatever. That's our, you know, security bot or whatever. She believed in him. You know, even before he revealed that he was, you know, autonomous. Then she's like, okay, well, he hasn't killed us yet, so you know he's good with me, you know.
I don't trust that damn thing.
She's like, I didn't even go to sleep last night with one eye open. I'm good, you know. Where you had on the other side, you had Grafton, who Centella was just talking about. He didn't trust him from go.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that you had these two, you know, competing thoughts about him and about the mission and all that stuff, even though we didn't really get like Chuck said earlier, we didn't get a lot of their backstory, but we did at least get a little bit of Garathan's backstory to find out why he was so distrusting.
I'm gonna say Sabrina Wu did a good job.
Ooh, okay.
Sabrina Wu played her character. Her character was spastic anxiety. And it's so funny because I've only seen Sabrina I've seen her in Abbott Elementary when she did her appearance there.
That's where I saw her before. Okay, I'm glad you said that.
What was that one movie?
Joyride.
Yes,
Joyride.
that's what it was.
Dead Eyes. She's Dead Eyes.
Yeah.
And they're like, why you call me Dead Eyes? And you look at it, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, got it.
But she did such a good job in this. Like you didn't know what to expect out of her. Like this was like wow, she is nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she nailed it. And I think she nailed it. I think she nailed that character. Because I'm used to seeing her as Dead Eyes, like the goofy, oddball one. In this, she's that person, but she's different.
Yeah.
That whole triple thing they had going on.
Oh gosh.
That was hilarious.
That in itself was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were about getting it in.
About getting it in.
She was like, you don't think I'm capable? You don't think I'm cute?
Yeah. That threw old girl all the way off. He's like, I want you. She said, wait, what the hell? No, I'm the cute one. The hell?
Yeah, he's like, I want you, not her. He's like, what?
That was crazy.
It's so good. It's really unexpected, the performances. I think all the performances were really good in the show.
I have a honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
Anna Conkle, who came in, did a guest spot as Labibi.
Yes, Labibi was great.
Hey,
was great.
And I'm not gonna say you know, I don't want to give anything away about her character, but I thought that her guest spot was fantastic. And I was like, y'all are truly slow. Y'all must be, you know, these galactic hippies is what I call them. These people, these intergalactic tree huggers. And I was like, this is great. Cause I was like, y'all don't trust her ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, it was great. Her guest spot was truly remarkable. I thought, for the time she was on the show, she played her part. It was great.
Yeah, yeah. Lil BB was great. I was
It's a
laughing
good
about that.
show. Well acted. And again,
Yeah.
I didn't trust Murderbot either. I was like, we just gonna sit up here with our eyes asleep while this thing just overwrote his own protocols. we everybody just okay with this?
I don't know. I thought he was cool. I
I thought
really
it
did.
was cool too.
Nah.
I thought it was cool too, Captain. I'm with you, Captain.
Ain't no way.
Yeah. I just want to watch that TV
Technical.
show with him and nerd out.
Me too. I
Yeah.
want to nerd out the TV show with him.
Yeah.
I know people. I know criminals in disguise. I'm from Detroit, and I know these things. I'm
What
not
it is?
sleeping in this
Really?
thing with this dude.
I live in Memphis, so
Yeah, she live in Memphis, Randy.
Man, I'm telling y'all.
So I know we said that the comedy itself was a character. I know we said that, it's clear that Apple TV, they spent some money, and the world that they built out looked beautiful. But what did we think about this particular universe? Because when I think about it's like, okay, the question I'll ask in a few minutes is, do we want a season 2? But also the question is this universe fleshed out enough that we could see spin-offs, or what did they do with this universe? Because this is a brand new IP as far as I'm concerned. I think it comes from some kind of
book.
novels
Yeah.
or books or something.
yeah, it is a book. It's a book
Yeah.
So
series.
I knew it comes from. Is it a graphic novel? Or it comes from a
It's a
regular
book.
It's a regular book.
Okay.
It's
okay.
it's called something else, I think.
All systems red.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
that's a chapter, I thought, wasn't it? I don't know. Maybe you're right.
That's one of the novels.
It's
Yeah.
called
Murderbot Diaries is the whole collection.
Okay.
yeah.
The Murderbot Diaries is the whole collection.
Okay. Rodney in the chat says it's a series of novellas.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the first book is called All Systems Red. Then you have Artificial Condition, Rogue Protocol, Exit Strategy, Network Effect, Fatigue.
They
Yeah.
had tons of books.
Courtney's in the chat. She said, yeah, it's a book series. There's a book series.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a book
Mark's in the chat too.
Hey,
Okay.
Court.
Yeah.
Hey.
But I don't know. I thought it was a world that I'm very interested in. I didn't think we got a lot from the characters per se to say that we know who they are. Like, I think we need to unfold and see who the characters are and really who this world is. It was an interesting to me choice of the number of episodes and the length of time. It was only a half an hour, so it's almost sitcom-ish, and it was 10 episodes. So I thought that was interesting. We got a lot, but we didn't get a lot of character building. So I'm definitely interested in seeing who these characters are and more about this universe.
Yeah. I'm curious, like how they're gonna do this each season and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. But when you were talking about visuals, I really like their design sense. They had a really good interior and ship design sense that felt very Apple, which is kind of interesting. Even the color palette of Murderbot kind of fits Apple aesthetic.
The
So I don't know if
foundation
that's
aesthetic. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know if that's
Yeah.
commentary on that, but yeah.
Yeah.
But you think about and actually, when it comes to this, like Apple is very good at spending the money and making things look really good, and kind of like you just said, Amazon Prime is probably second.
Yeah.
But I don't know, you get a great looking series. It's always one of those things that, okay, well, it looks great. Now, what's the writing like? What's the story like? What are our characters? What's the villain like? So, did this series, we had to look, did it hold up? I mean, you guys came in, we had a mini meal, we had a few full meals. I gave it a binge-worthy. Did it hold up? Do we want to see season 2 of this? Could we take more of this?
I do, because we've seen this in movie form countless times. Let's see, the old Disney show Not Quite Human, Short Circuit, Terminator 2, The Iron Giant. The only thing that's come close to this, but that didn't deal with AI and mechanics that I could think of is like maybe Perfect Strangers. When Balky Bartakamus comes, he's got that real fish out of water kind of thing. And I think that whole feel of it being like a quick 20-minute romp, 25 minutes in and out, get a quick chuckle, laugh at humanity, keep it moving. I think it's a little refreshing, honestly. I don't know if there's anything else that I've seen like that in quite some time. And this isn't, to me, this world isn't something where I need to know all the backstory of the entire universe. This isn't like The Expanse, you know, where you really got to dig into the whys of why this universe works. This is more of a project that deals with the human element and what it means to be human, seen from the eyes of something that's trying to define it through a silly show like The Rise and Falls of Sanctuary Moon. So in its proper format, I absolutely want to see another season with it.
Yeah. The interesting thing is we get new characters because you're following the journey of Murderbot, the sec unit. And so you'll meet other characters on the way. I read the background of the other novellas and the novels as well.
How many is in the series? Do we know how many books are in the series? Do we know?
There's
six?
like 6 or 7.
6 or 7.
Yeah, it's let's see. Yeah, 7.
And I guess the more appropriate question, I guess no one here has read it.
No.
Okay, I was just curious.
No.
Rodney says 7, 2 novellas, 7 novellas,
And then you have some
2
short
novels.
stories too.
Short stories as well. But you have where when he comes back and meets some of the characters in the future, they're grown, they have children and everything. He meets them in the future.
Thanks, Mark.
So it's just Murderbot's journey.
I like the take it has on I feel like artificial intelligence and robotics. Like I guess I view Murderbot less as murdery and more as everybody in the world's dumb and I'm smart. And but I don't want to deal with this and rather watch my shows and be left alone. Like like someone who's in a base who's like, leave me alone, I don't want to socialize. All right, I'm stuck here. And so I thought that was refreshing. It wasn't just like, all right, AI is going to kill everything all the time, or I'm a dog or golden retriever character and I need love. But it's just, I want to be left alone.
Yeah. So it sounds like we have the same kind of makeup that the crew had. The crew, some of them, they wanted to trust Murderbot, and then some of them didn't. And it sounds like our opinions of him are similar to that. Because I don't trust dude. I just don't. I don't.
I wouldn't trust him either, John. I'm with you on that. I wouldn't trust him either. Especially after I found out what his name was. I'm like, what did he name himself?
We just talked about murder songs. Like there's people that will probably name themselves Kill a Kill or some weird. So like I think he just wanted
robot, and what do? We murder.
Yeah, he protects.
His logic made total sense why he named himself Murderbot.
Whatever y'all gotta say. Whatever convinces y'all.
Oh, I think the video feed got messed up.
Yeah, the dude popped out for like a hot second. Kind of hopped out for.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, come back.
Just leave me alone and let me watch my show. I feel that.
But it did. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And it did. It had a different take. Like I thought that, you know, sometimes we all, I guess I'm thinking of Terminator. You know, it's kind of the quintessential AI that takes over and is killing everything. But we get a different take. We get a fun take, a sensitive take, a real analysis on humanity. And I thought that was a great turn.
Mark. Murderbot could have turned on them at any time. He always had their.
That's what me and Centel just said. Yeah. We ain't trust dude.
But he didn't do it. He could have done it.
He didn't. But we said we didn't trust him. Y'all was like, oh, I just want to watch TV with him. I like this guy.
I mean, same. I would hang out with him. Even if he doesn't want to hang out with me. So yeah. So
it's all good.
It's the other ones I don't trust.
I mean, he did his job way too many times. He saved those idiots way too many times.
He did.
You know, after he saved the 5th person for the 8th time, you're like, okay, I guess I can trust him.
In a weird way, Murderbot's like a cat.
He is like a cat. Like, let me go out here and save these stupid humans.
Yeah, he's like a cat. Like, you know, they wanted to hug Murderbot and look at him in the face. He's like, no, I don't want that. You're giving me attention. Go away. and then
you're right.
like and then he warmed up to them in the end in his own cat-like way. So some cats are like that.
That was one of the interesting things that runs parallel with some people. Some people that have autism, is eye contact can be an issue. And you have all these thoughts going on, and you're trying to connect, but you can't. And somebody's trying to force you to connect, and you're just not in that space. And now it's going to be weird and awkward. You're like, why aren't you talking? And it's like, it's like, just leave me alone.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it read my mind. Even though
Yeah.
I'm not autistic, but I certainly can understand that. And you just that irritation with people.
Yeah, sometimes you need your you time, and that's what Murderbot wanted. He just wanted
Yeah.
his you time. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I just want to spend some time with me, watch these shows. I'm backlogged, you know, I'm trying to binge watch over here.
The shows are amazing.
Stupid
Like
to make me do my job.
yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go and make me do my job to secure your ass. I don't want to secure your ass.
But the characters on the show were vastly more fascinating than the characters he was interfacing with on the ship. The shows were absolutely great.
Yeah, the
And
show
we
was
did-
great.
Yeah, they were
Show
great.
was great.
Yeah. I love that.
I
Fix
want to
It
watch
Felix
that
was in it.
show.
I want to watch it too. I feel
That's
like
what
they
I'm
should do that.
saying.
Yeah.
They should do like one bonus in between while they're doing in between seasons. Just give me one
Yeah,
show
right.
of Sanctuary Moon just so I can see it for myself.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Did Comic-Con do any pop-ups with Apple TV Sanctuary Moon, or was it?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
No.
Wow,
And I
how could
think-
they miss that opportunity? Oh
I
my
think
god!
because
feel like
I
that's
think
the
that-
layup.
From what I've seen a little bit in socials, is that Comic-Con was focusing on the things that are coming, not the things that were already here.
Okay.
So that was already, past. So they figured, whoever watched it. I saw a lot of stuff about, Twisted Metal, Alien Earth, a lot of shows that are coming up, and they want to really drum up excitement for what's coming.
Yeah. For Comic-Con, most of the activations are outside too. Very interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, I
Most
saw
of the
they had a
activations
Percy
are
Jackson.
outside. Yeah.
Yeah, they were drumming up attention for what's coming.
Mhm.
Okay.
And it has been renewed for season 2. I thought I saw.
Yeah, it has been.
It has it?
Okay.
Murderbot
Yeah.
has?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought I
It has been
saw
renewed for
that.
season
Read
2.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It has been renewed.
Yeah, especially with the way it ended.
Apple.
I would love to see where we go from here.
And Apple ain't got to live and die off the success
Yeah.
of any series.
Man,
you know, it's
all,
like
all of these shows on Apple TV are tax
It's a write-off.
write-offs.
Yeah, it's a tax
they're
write-off.
Yeah.
And
It's
what I
like,
like-
did we lose money on a show? We'll just raise the price of the next iPhone. No big deal.
Make it so.
No, they just said we'll keep the price of the iPhone the same because we need to blow gas. We can't make any more money. We gotta blow money.
Yeah, what I like about Apple TV is all its interface looks so good on on the screen. Like I feel like HBO Max has had like bad buffering issues and it's just not been consistent.
I'm with
Even,
you
like-
on that. And Netflix too at times. Netflix too.
Yeah.
Like their 4K stream, even though it's not, I know it's not true 4K, but it's the closest thing I've seen to true 4K from a streaming service. I can't think of as far as clarity goes, I don't think anything beats Apple TV. I don't even think it's
Yeah.
close.
And just real talk. Here, everybody out there, here, come here. Listen, if you have T-Mobile, go into your T-Mobile perks and you get Apple
For
TV
free.
Plus for free for 6 months.
Yeah.
Do that immediately. If you didn't know, you're like, no, nobody's going to tell you. So go do that right away. All right, just saying. You're missing some excellent stuff.
Yeah.
You could have it for free.
Yeah.
They don't
Apple.
have the world's deepest catalog, but it's quality.
But it's quality.
They're,
Yeah,
they're,
quality.
they're slowly adding more though. I feel like there's
Yeah.
more. Like I went through Ted Lasso, now Severance, and I feel like a few other shows. So.
There was a show on there called
Morning Show.
Shrinking
Oh, yeah.
Watch Foundation.
Foundation.
I'm on the
is-
4th episode. I'm gonna get through it.
I'm on the second season. I just started the second season of Foundation.
Ah, okay, yeah.
I just finished it.
I'm on the
Yeah.
first season still. I'm interested. I'm just confused.
And Severance is a
and
sleeper.
you will not stop being confused. Let me just assure
No,
you.
here's the thing, though. Here's the
Give
thing, though,
Severance a chance. Give
Randy-
Severance a chance.
Oh,
But
Severance
you're
is
speaking
great.
to me because I watched the first episode and I was like, I didn't.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
the
I
hell
didn't
did?
like Seven.
Yeah, I just
Give it a
Severance.
chance,
everybody
man.
said I need to
So
make it through the
good.
second or third episode, and then
Yeah.
I'll be in.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
first one, I was like,
That's
what
so
in the
good.
hell?
And that's Ben Stiller. That is
Yeah.
Zoolander right there.
Yeah.
It's a full circle in this.
Now, and here's the
Yes.
thing:
Other than Skarsgård.
it's not like Severance is a sleeper. Severance won what? Didn't it get nominated for like
got a
the
bunch
most
of,
awards?
Yeah,
Like,
it got
yeah,
the most
Emmys or
nominations
Golden
for a
Globes,
TV
yeah.
show.
yeah. So
Yeah,
we got
Severance
the
is
most
good,
for
man.
Emmys. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking somebody else thinks it's pretty good. So
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
So all right, so here's a off
Go
of
ahead.
topic. Is the Skarsgård family like the dopest family in Hollywood now? Like it's 4 of them, and all 4 are working.
wait, I only
Yeah.
know 3.
No, it's the oldest one, the guy that's
Pennywise,
I know Stellan.
Pennywise, the
Stellan
guy
is
that
the Faja.
the guy who played as Loki in Vikings.
yeah, Floki. They played
Floki, yeah.
Loki. Floki, he's a Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård, Stellan
he?
Skarsgård,
Yeah.
Alexander
The dude that was
Yeah,
Loki
Skarsgård.
is a Skarsgård. I didn't
I,
know
Yeah.
that.
I feel like they're the hottest family in
that is
Hollywood
the
right
full,
now.
but I didn't know he was a Skarsgård. I knew the one who plays Pennywise. He's
Mhm.
in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And then Alexander, and then Stellan. You can't say enough
So-
about Stellan. I mean, okay.
He's
Yeah.
in Stellan.
I did not know
Stellan,
that
yeah, that's
Floki
the
was
father,
one.
right?
Or
Yeah, it's the father.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, the
It
father,
is
he goes
4.
way back from getting his
Yeah.
arm tore off in Deep Blue
Yeah.
Sea
Yeah.
to being Baron Harkonnen in the Dune series.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
Stellan goes hard in the paint. Like Stellan's been out here for a long time doing it.
Oh yeah, he been in these streets for a minute.
Yeah.
Mark said he's watching The Institute. Is anybody watching that?
I don't know.
No,
I've
I
never
heard
seen
about
watching
that.
it.
Yeah, I haven't
I
seen
heard
I'm
it.
about
watching
that.
Government Cheese.
So these are
bro.
these are all the Skarsgårds: Bill Skarsgård, Gustav Skarsgård, Walter Skarsgård, Ija Skarsgård, Sam Skarsgård, Odyssean Skarsgård.
That's more than 4.
6 of them.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm about to say that's
so-
more than 4. I
Jesus.
didn't count it, but I
So
know it's
they-
more
Well,
than
I
4.
know, I know 4 of them are working. Like them
So they the
Skarsgårds clock
Scandinavian
in.
Wayans. That's what you're saying? The Scandinavian Wayans?
Yeah. Oh
bunch of
yeah.
them.
yeah.
Of course,
And also-
Floki was in Vikings.
Yeah.
He
Yep,
was,
yep.
yeah. And I
Yeah.
think you'd like that show too. Also.
Yeah.
The Vikings is great.
Yeah, Vikings is awesome.
Also, Alexander Skarsgård is super tall.
Yeah, he is.
Really, he came to my school when I was in grad school at SCAD, and like I just saw him shot up. Like it was dark, and we're watching a movie, and I just see this tall man. I'm like, that's Alexander Skarsgård. He's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
And I think from all the things that he's done, I think you guys, somebody said it at the beginning, that picking him for this part is non-conventional, but it was excellent. Like he had excellent comedic timing.
Great
Yep.
timing.
His inner dialogue was great. The way he conveyed his emotions as Murderbot was fantastic. And when you get used to seeing him as Alex, Eric North,
True Blood.
Northman in
True
True
Blood.
Blood, or
Yeah.
the character he was
Suki.
in the Northman. He was
I
a
am
crazy
the
Viking in the Northman.
yeah.
When you get used to seeing that portrayal of him, this was
Yeah.
I am vampire, suck it. That is funny
I
to
am
me.
vampire Suki.
Yeah, but if you've ever seen the Northman, he is I don't even think there's much dialogue in that movie. He
I have
is just
never
something.
seen Northman.
Hey,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, I haven't
Weird.
seen it.
Hey, he shows
hear
up
it's
and
good, though.
shows out.
Yeah. I hear it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
He was also in
There are 8
Mr. and
children?
Mrs. Smith,
Mrs. Yep.
the Donald Glover one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Briefly.
brief.
Wait, what was briefly? Sorry, I missed it.
Mr.
Episode
and Mrs.
1,
Smith.
minute-
He was in the
minute
TV
one-
version of Mr. and Mrs.
minute 1
Smith.
through
Oh,
minute
yeah.
1 and 45 seconds. Yes. All right, so I think we've talked about this enough.
He was in
let's-
Atlanta.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
have I think he
And he
played
played
In
himself.
one
himself.
episode. He was only
Yeah.
like in one episode.
Yeah, he played
himself.
himself, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's re-rate this and see how our
This is
discussion, if
Succession,
it changed any hearts and any minds.
Okay.
Succession. Yeah, he was in Succession too. Yep.
He was an asshole in
Okay.
Succession. It was
Yeah.
great.
I did not move. I'm gonna stay at Bingeworthy. I think this discussion kind of kept me at the same place. I'm looking very forward to seeing what they do with this.
Yeah.
Let's go back around the horn. Centel.
It wasn't gonna take much convincing for me to go up. I just wanted to hear what y'all say, because I really had a really good time, and from the way that it started to the way that it ended was just exciting. And the fact that the time space that it takes up like 22 minutes of your time, man, and you can kind of keep it moving. And I think we need more of that, because there's a lot of really heavy sci-fi stuff going on right now, and this is a good change up. So yeah, it's ready.
Chuck.
I'm going to keep it as a full meal. I'm excited for season 2 of this. I want to see where it goes. I want to see how they cast, who they bring in the cast. I know they think they bring in the original cast back in like season 3, season 4, but I want to see where it goes from here.
Okay. Randy.
I'm going to go up. I'm going to bring it to full binge out.
Okay.
This was a good conversation, and I didn't have any problems with the show. I just was interested. What everyone had to say, and could it persuade me? And it did. It's a good show. It's fun.
Okay. All right. Catherine.
I think I might actually go to like a low full meal. It's entertaining. I like the characters. It's a very hyper casual show. So like I have like my shows I will absolutely just watch, and then shows that I'm like, oh, I want to watch something. So I think it's a good hyper casual, short, not long format show. So
Okay. Well, the interesting thing is, with those few people that went up, that lands us at a 4.6, which rounds up to a binge-worthy.
Now that it makes a difference, but Mark in the chat went up from full meal to binge-worthy, and Courtney had it at a binge-worthy too. So
outstanding. All right. So
wait,
yes.
is there clapping someone?
Yeah.
I was sitting out there.
I got sound effects.
We need sound.
Like, wait, what happened now? Like award season. We do want to say that Bingeworthy on the Geekish Networks recommends the show Apple TV plus Apple Plus Murderbot as a binge-worthy show. You absolutely should binge the show. Tell all your friends. As of right now, we will be back next week with the new Hulu show Washington Black.
No, we're doing Wakanda, right?
Wakanda.
You are absolutely right. Thank you. See, Randy, listen, our little calendar be changing. We do what's important. So yes. So August 1st, The Eyes of Wakanda, 4-episode animated look behind the scenes at the War Dogs of Wakanda. We will be covering that next week, Disney Plus's Eyes of Wakanda. And then the following week, Hulu's Washington Black, as of right now. So we want to thank everyone for showing up. We are, as always, we are missing Dayla. We are missing Courtney this week. But thank you to my co-hosts that were able to be here tonight. So thank you to Catherine. Thank you to Randy. Thank you to Centel. Thank you to the OG, Triple OG, Mr. Charles Babb, and the other OG, Double OG, Mr. Rodney Cajudo, who is behind the scenes. He is our technical producer, one of the best in the land. We also want to thank Digital Click. Listen, I am vampire. So, okay, look, he got all the sound effects.
He's loving that roadcaster right there. Loving that roadcaster.
You know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I know what you're doing.
We do want to thank Digital Click. They provide all of our marketing needs. So if you have any needs for graphics, for anything for the web, make sure that you reach out to them. They can get you together. We will see you next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Thank you for coming out. Peace.
Yeah. Memphis and